Hello, everybody. Making sure you guys can see me and hear me. Making sure my audio is working. It seems like it is. Welcome in. Happy New Year and Merry Christmas and Happy Kwanzaa. Happy holidays to the rest of you. Welcome in. I'm glad you guys are here. We're going to play a two-player game of Nemesis Retaliation by Awaken Realms. So glad you guys are here. So, I don't have a really good setup. I'm doing the best I can with the camera and equipment that I have. But we had decided to play a two-player game with the Combat Engineer and with the Recon. So I hope you guys appreciate that. I have the board all set up. We are playing a two-player solo co-op game. That's more of a co-op game. We have everything else set up. All we got to do is worry about the support equipment. Outside of that, we're pretty much all set to go. So I will get our boards all set up here. Let me put the ammos for our people on their boards. For the Combat Engineer, as you know, he uses an automatic shotgun. So I'm putting that down here. I'm not sure if you guys can see that over here, but I do have that over here. Let me move something. Let me shrink this or something. So, wait how this is working. That might work. All right, so you guys can see me over here. As for the Recon, with that glare, using his assault rifle, that will go here. So we have the combat engineer over here and the Recon over here. I will be flipping up each card of what they have so you guys can see it right here, or do the best I can. The first player token will be the Combat Engineer. I'll have that like right here, and I'll go back and forth as we all go along with that. Okay. So before I put down all the rest of the things, let's do what each of their of the tests or the tasks, what they have to do. First one is deep search. All rooms in section C must be discovered. Oh, that's going to be rough for us. And the other one is face off. The queen must be dead. Okay, that's going to be rough. We could do this though. We can search section C and then blow the whole place up if we felt like it. If we shoot her dead, it's going to be a longer game. It can be fun. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be a long time for that to happen. So let's try this out. So we know what our two objectives are. That's very cool. I haven't set up their backpacks yet, as I wanted to know what their tasks will be. Now that we know what their tasks are going to be, now we can set it up what each of them want to do. So, for sure, they're probably going to take an ammo of each. Or do we do the support equipment first? The rule book is here. I'm trying to think of what's the best way to do this. But I want to follow the rules as best as possible. I believe it's supposed to be the backpack before the thing, but I believe we could do this either way. All right. Okay, draft now support equipment draft. So we do the support equipment draft first. Or where's the we did the intruder. I know, I'm sorry we're doing this backward, or a little backwards, but whatever. Take all action card, take a character item card, have you item placed in front of you. Alright. So we first draw 7 cards. So let's draw our 7 cards. So we have a portable device. Get that glare out of there. It says if you are in a computer room or in a life support control room, use the room even with a malfunction marker. That's pretty good. You have a hand cannon. It says burst. It's a -1 to burst results, or shoot a -1 to shoot results. That's not great. Next we up is the auto loader belt. Get the glare out of there. It says that you may treat your ammo on this card as if they were in any of your weapons. That's pretty good. That might be good for the Combat Engineer. Next we have the RPG launcher. It's a one-time use only. It says in a neighboring room of your choice and all corridors adjacent to that room, destroy all doors, deal a critical hit to all intruders, and each character loses 3 health. This is great, but it's also really, really bad. It's a one-time thing though, so this could blow up a lot of things, including the queen. If the queen's at like really, if it's the queen's at like really low health, this could be something we could probably do. Next up, we have the flamethrower. It is a ranged weapon. It requires no ammo. Burst and shoot. If you're in a section without oxygen, you can use 1 oxygen to use this weapon. If you get the max roll on this, whenever you burst, you place a fire token in that room. Next up, we have the bayonet. The bayonet says it's a heavy, it's a melee. You may hold this item in the same hand slot as a ranged weapon. And whenever you may be attacked by an intruder, you may place a malfunction on this item to prevent that attack. That's the bottom one. Let's put it over here. Might have to move the lighting here for a minute, or the whole table. All right, last thing, entrenching tool. It's a melee, and it's heavy. It says to either destroy an accessible door, or to place two, or to place 2 security tokens. So not great items for us to begin this game. So let's see what we can do. Really interesting. Set up each player. Yeah. So the items on their backpacks is the last thing, which is good. Now we know what our. Now first we know as to what our objectives are. We can choose what items that we want, and then we choose what's going to be in our backpack. Pretty sure Combat Engineer probably want to get the auto loader belt. I think this might be good for him, so he will have that. He'll place some ammo on that belt, and he can use that ammo however he wants on his automatic shotgun. So I'm having that here. So it's off table. I can zoom down a little bit to show you guys. I might have to do this. I might have to go back and forth. So let's just do that. Let's go back and forth. All right. Now, for our recon. Recon's going to want some cool stuff. That's on glare. Let's put it over here so you guys can see that. This might be interesting for them. This is not good. They might like this. This is not good for them. I don't think they want that. Flamethrower could be very, very interesting for them because all they have is the assault rifle. I'm thinking between one of these four. Chat, if you could help me out, it'd be great. Otherwise, we'll have to play by ear what's the best option here for them. Because with their assault rifle, after shooting, you may spend a half a clip, shoot the second time at the same intruder. The RPG launcher is a one-time use. The portable device is pretty good. If you're in a room, if you're in a computer room or life support, use the room, even with a malfunction marker. The recon might want that because they can turn on the life support. They're going to be weak on weapons. Or do we give now the loader belt was good for the Combat Engineer. All right, we're going to give them the portable device. I think that makes sense for them because they're going to be going around and they will be going through all of the rooms a lot faster, and they can turn on things like that. So the rest of these cards go off. We will see them later on in the game if they come back to us. All right. So that's that. We have our stuff done now. We have our first player right there. We're pretty much set up. Everything else is all done. So that being said, is anyone in chat that has any kind of questions or comments? It's always good. It's always good to ask. So let us begin. Let's have some fun. I have some friends across the pond, and I've been watching them for the last year, or the last 6 months for sure. When we first got this game, when this game came out, I wanted to get this game out on the table like this, and I've been watching other people do it, and these people are great. If you don't know, if you haven't heard of them, I highly recommend you guys look up Dicing with Death. Their content is phenomenal, and they play this game a lot. They play some other games as well, but their content with this was great. Is bar none. I recommend you guys watch them. So, with that being said, we're gonna have some fun, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to say this. 3, 2, 1. That's all I want. Where's the? Oh, there it is. 3. I'll do this again. It'll be all changed. Let's do it again. 3, 2, 1. 3 corridors down. Yay, we did it. All right. I'm glad you guys like that. I hope you guys like that on the channel as well. So the way how this works is all of these corridors will now be shown face up. We know how this is. We have a room with a 2. Room also with a 2 that will have a door here. That door will go. Actually, this door will go this way. And we have one more corridor, which is going to be a 4. Okay. We are set to now go. All we got to do left is draw our 5 cards, and we can get our game beginning. So, Combat Engineer, we'll have Demolition, we'll have computer skills, chain of command. Put that over there so you guys can see it. The best, secure, and rest. Those are his 5 cards to begin the game. Let's see if I can slot this without it breaking off the table. Let's see if that will work. Yeah, let's do it like that for now. Okay, good. That works. So that's his 5 cards that he has. For the Recon, shuffle it again real quick, even though I did all this earlier. Recon's 5 cards are going to be taking aim. Let's get the glare. Taking aim. We have scouting. We have shoot first. We have repairs and secure. Those are his 5 cards. So, since Combat Engineer is the very first player, let's go about with this. Let's do this. We're going to play Rest and Demolition. So all the discarded cards goes there. Oxygen is at 7. 2. To move into a corridor. Now we have to get into C. So let's go this way for now, and we'll see what happens. We go into there. So we go into there. We are also going to be securely going into this room, which is great. So we draw an exploration card. It is place a room of A, B, or C in this room. It's an A room. Perfect. We found the surgery room. Okay. We have some corridors. It really should be this way. I believe it goes this way. So there's one door there. There's one corridor coming off the side here. There's a corridor coming down here. Okay. It says the room is also broken. I have all my tokens on the side here. The room is broken, and there's a hallway with a noise marker coming in here. We moved securely, so this goes out onto here, perfectly fine. And make a noise roll is the entrance effect. And the noise roll is this die right here. You roll it. Oh, went off the table. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. We rolled a hazard. In case you guys can't see that, that's a hazard. So, roll the hazard, which is not good. But this is why we moved in there securely. Hello, Lori. It's good seeing you. And we've drawn a larva token now, which is good because the larva token means we have a larva friend that came out. He's in the room. He was going to surprise attack us, but because of this thing, he does not. So he's in that room with him, which is really good for us because if we shoot it, it takes one hit, it automatically dies. So this is great for us. Exploration tokens are over here. Do it like that. Perfect. So, since we have one more action left to go before we lose oxygen, we're going to use chain of command to shoot this thing. Now, when we shoot, we have to roll. It does take one health, but in case we lose half of a clip, then whatever. We rolled a 4. Well, it has 1 health though, so it will automatically die off. So we killed a larva, and that's done for his actions. Now we go to the Recon's actions. Let me go that way. So the Recon could follow him into here, but they also want to explore. So we have taking aim. Wait, am I wrong about the larva? I believe I'm right, because it only has 1 health. It would die automatically, but I believe I'm right. Well, larva attacks, no. Standard attacks. So we put the larva health. There we go. Larva health. In a corridor, 1 hit is enough to kill a larva. In a room, 1 is enough to shoot to kill a larva. Yeah, and it's regardless of the number on the shoot die. So I'm right. It did take 1 health. It is dead regardless of the fact. So that's good. We're all good there. So the Recon, taking aim, shoot first, secure, scouting, or repairs. We could use scouting to move into here, I guess, or we can slide up here. Or we cautiously move. I say we should cautiously move right now. We could use shoot first. Move through an empty corridor. You may shoot or burst at any point of that movement. So let's play shoot first, because we are not in combat, and we can go into here, and in case they come after us, we can shoot into that hallway if we have anything that shows up. So let's go into shoot first, and let's go up here, because I really think that we can get up to the hibernatorium, find out what robot we have, or to search whatever else is here, and then he can follow along with us, or keep going over, which would be good for him to go this way, maybe go into this side of the thing as well. All right, so shoot first. We will go into here. Our exploration token is going to be place room of A, B, or C. Let's move this. That there. A, B, or C. We have an A room. We found the drilling station, which is pretty good. And to place a secure, and we did not. Interest effect. Place 3 adults in the corridor you just came through, which is why we did it like this, so we can deal with these guys. So 3 intruders come into this hallway. If you don't know, they're also called crime bloods. You have passed through, then make a noise roll. So we have to roll for noise anyway. We roll the hazard. You guys can't see that. It's down here. We've rolled another hazard die, which is not good for us. We have to go into our handy bag. We've drawn an adult, and this doesn't count in a room. It's only one. It might be a second adult in the room, but I believe it's just only one. I haven't played in a while, so I have to recall how a hazard die works with this, but I believe I'm right. Only one. I believe one of the adults comes into the room. But we roll the hazard in the room. If there's anyone in chat that can follow along with me. Noise roll was on what, 28? 26 or 20, whatever it was. Noise roll. Draw an intruder token from the intruder bag and resolve it according to the intruder help sheet. Here we go. An adult. So it's place one intruder of the type in that room. So it's one adult in the room. Rolling the site was place one intruder in the room. You're interested in the icon. Discard the value. Discard the token mentioned intruder. Surprise it. So when an intruder is placed in a room for any reason, it immediately tries to attack. So it gives us a surprise attack. That's these cards right here. And Deadly Claws. Adult, lose health, lose 2 health, and gain a contamination card. Did I not put the contamination cards out? What did I didn't put that out, really? Yep, here they are. I didn't take them out of the box. What's in the box? So I'm going to set this up right here so you guys can see that. So I'm going to shuffle all the deck. And by the way, in case you guys are curious about these things I have here, these are the items I purchased on the Etsy store. I highly recommend, if you were to purchase this game, you should get these, because everything. Oh, I will give him this one. The heck with it. It goes in his discard pile. Because everything that you see here can fit into the large box, and that's very good. The only thing that might not fit are all of the intruders, like here. So they have a separate box, so you can put all of them inside that. So everything will fit into 2 boxes rather than all 5 or 6 boxes, whatever you have. I forgot to send to bring down the oxygen on the Combat Engineer. I'm gonna do that right now so you guys can see that too. It's currently now on 6. Okay. With that being said, let's go back to the Recon. The attack card goes flipped like that, and we're good. Now, that was a surprise attack. This goes away. This is off the table. Let's go back to up here to us right here, and we're good. Now we have to deal with this. Oh, we got to do. I forgot about this stuff. There's a hallway only going this way. You can't go this way. It's also another door frame here. Okay. So, and there's a thing for noise here. So this is done. We did that. That's the exploration card on that card is now done. It's in this slot right there, and we're good. Now we could either try to shoot this guy. Oh, we also shoot. Move through an empty corridor. You may shoot or burst at any point of that. Even before movement or right before an intruder attack. So we can shoot this guy before he even attacked us. I will. Shoot the guy. I'll Put 1 health on him. We roll. It's a 5. Nope, that doesn't do anything. So, our second action, we can either shoot him again, which we will, because then we'll play taking aim. Let's play taking aim. And we'll roll again. We place a health damage marker on him. So in case you guys can't see that, here we go. We'll do it like that, and we roll. It's a 4, not good. So at the end of his 2 actions, he also loses 1 health. He goes down to 6. Let me zoom down so you guys can see that as well. He's currently now at 6 oxygen. I'm doing it like this because I don't have a wide enough thing for this, so I'm doing the best I can with what I have. Okay, cool. Combat Engineer. His cards left. We have computer skills and fast secure. The room does not have a computer, so we can't do that. Fast secure is to place 2 secure markers or to reinforce a hallway. Let's do that. Let's reinforce this hallway right here. So this will take away the noise. So let's play fast secure first. We put that card in our discard pile. See that right there? And now, every time that you are to secure a hallway, it even says to reinforce 1 empty adjacent corridor that leads to a room with a person or a. Never mind, we can't do that card. We cannot play that card. But I think we will place 2 of these things in this room in case we get surprise attacked or on our way back out. At least we know that room is safe. Computer skills. Do we want to pass, or do we want to move into here? But then he's got both of those 2 in the way. Wow, this is a horrible choice, huh, guys? What's the best course of action here? I mean, he could move. Taking aim was part of his cards. That's all done. Did I not re-roll the given number? I didn't re-roll the given number on that one. Let me go back. Let me go back to this, and we'll do this over again. Second attack was a 3. Oh, that's a rolling the wrong die. This is the right die. Here we go. It's still a 4. Okay, that will work. So, now, do I move, or do I hang out here? I think the best action is to just sit here, and we just pass, and we lose oxygen. Because if we go back into here or wherever, then on our next round we lose a 2nd oxygen. That's not very fine for us. We need to find a way to save our oxygen as long as possible. So we're going to pass, right? All of our hand is all gone. And we drop our oxygen down to 5. And his whole turns are now over with. Now we go to his turn. His cards left he cannot use any of these cards currently while he's in combat. I forgot about the assault rifle. But let's not do that. I don't want to waste half of his ammo. Yeah. let's shoot. So we're about to shoot. So when we shoot him, he takes 1 health, right? Roll our red die again, and I'm going to try to roll it up here so you guys can see that. Oh boy, he loses half of a clip. Oh my goodness. So he's at 3 health. Let's waste the other half using his thing to shoot at it once more. He's in bad shape. He rolls a critical hit. He finally slays this thing. Great. But now he doesn't have any ammo. So that was his first action. First action is all done. Next. We have to move. Or we play secure. Or we play this and keep this room safe. That's our best play. We place secure. I'm going to place these two security things here as well. That keeps him safe from them trying to come into here. That makes the most sense, I think. So that was his 2 actions. So he will pass. When he passes, drops his oxygen now down to 5. Oh, I forgot to do our oh my goodness, I forgot about our backpack. We had everything ready to go. So let's play it nice. Let's play it fair. Let's make it so that everyone has 1 ammo, 1 oxygen, 1 health, and one grenade. That's the best. I think that's the best play, because I just forgot about that. I'm surprised there's no one in chat that's here that has said to me, "What about the backpack, Steve?" So everyone's going to get one of these. Let me zoom down so you guys can see that. So he's going to get an ammo. He's going to get an ammo. He's going to get a grenade. He's going to get a grenade. And health. And health. And oxygen. And oxygen. Now, if I was playing this in slow motion and really making it so that I was playing the game the right way, I would have set these up maybe in a slightly, oddball way. But considering I forgot about it, at least now he has some backup ammo and some oxygen and health and all that other stuff. This is great. He didn't need this extra form of ammo because he's got ammo. Same time, I also screwed up. So let's just go with it, and we'll go with that like how it is. All right. So he's down to oxygen. He has 1 action left. As his first action was to first shoot, and then safely secure that room. Now he's got 1 action card left. He can either now, well, he won't pass yet, but he can. Let's use that card. So it says to move through an unexplored corridor and resolve the exploration sequence. So let's go into this room. Oh boy. Can you guys see that? No, it's too much glare. It says to place a room of A, B, or C. So now we're in section B. It's all part of section B. We have found the server room. Okay, found the server room. The server room is also on fire. So at the end of this turn, he will lose 1 health. Then, for each item icon in your room, draw 1 item of the types. I can keep 1 and discard the rest. We have a red card and a yellow card. Now, if I were to move into cautiously, I would have put a caution mode. And it says to close all doors around this room and make a roll. So that door is closed. We have found the duct tape and a remote detonator. You can discard a room, a security token from the room you're in, to deal a critical damage to all intruders in that room. Each character in that room discards. Each character in the room loses 1 health. Or duct tape. We're gonna take the duct tape, I think. All right. Last part: close the doors and make a noise roll. Let's make that noise roll. It's in corridor 4. Oh wait, I forgot to do this. Oh, I'm missing out on what I'm trying to do here. So this will get discarded. We have a corridor going this way and a corridor going this way. So I believe I'm right in here because this room was not seen yet. There's no things on this, so we make a noise roll. We rolled a 4, so we go into here with this. That's done. Okay, and we're done with that. At the end of his turn, he will lose 1 health. Because he's now in the room. He will pass. He drops his health down. Now he's going to drop his oxygen down to there. Okay, he is all done. He is all done. That's all done. That's the first round. So everything else is all good. We are so there are no intruders that are attacking. There's no intruders on fire. So now we go into the event card. The event card is Rise of the Machine. So it says all intruders in a horizontal shall move. Then every intruder in every room will also move. Let me make sure I got this right from this angle. So if I'm right, there's some glare. There you go. In each hallway going like this way moves. So all these guys don't move. Every intruder in a room will move. There is no intruders in each room. Place a malfunction marker on the robot. Okay. And place a malfunction in a room with the robot. And each person in a room each person in that room loses health. Well, there isn't anybody in that room with the robot yet. Since we're in a hallway that is next to the hibernatorium, get to see what robot we have. A robot is the exploration robot. Cool. So we put that there. This is off now. So that's gone. Nothing else there. And then it says, it's down again, to place a noise marker in each unexplored corridor without one. So the way how that the unexplored means each hallway that is not with a room that has been explored. So for example, here has so this one will have this. There is going to be a lot. Let me grab a lot. All right, so that one's got one. This one will have one. This one will have one. That one has one already, so we don't need that. This one doesn't have one, and that's good. We could technically put them here, but I believe any rooms can have build a roller card. Ever place malfunction in the corridors in the hibernatorium, but I believe after you've seen the hibernatorium, that goes away, and you do place noise there. Page 38. Nope. I do believe when you explore the hibernatorium, and you've now explored it. You haven't been in it. That marker comes off. So that's kind of weird. I believe I'm going to rule it. I believe I think I'm right though. Let's go back to the section on new noise markers. As of rolling the noise dog occur other effects from event cards. Resolving a noise marker is understood as a chance to attribute to resolve a noise marker draw from random intruder. Yeah, I'm gonna roll it because it's not explored yet. These noise markers are here. Because now that this thing is not there, these are considered to be unexplored hallways. So this is gone. Now we do intruder bag development, and we've drawn the adult. In bag development, let's put that here. Go down. In bag development, adult. Add 2 queen tokens to the bag. So the queen tokens, zoom up. 2 queen tokens will go into here. Then we can shuffle it up. And that's it. All done. Next, each player now. So our first player token will go now over here. Every other player will now draw 5 more cards. We found sprint, search, demolition, rest, and chain of command. Combat Engineer has pyrotechnics, has tactical retreat, search, explosives, and fast repairs. So he can definitely heal what's happening either in this room and take out this fire. Yeah, so we go back to that. Zoom up a little bit. Let's go there. That light is bothering me. Let me move this camera a little bit. Maybe that light will be out of there. Or not. It's sprint that's in the way. All right. He's in a room with fire. Destroy one accessible door. Place a malfunction in your room. Chain of command. Chain of command. He has pretty high. He's one less than him. In your room. He's not even in the room. Sorry. We can sprint out of there. We can search the room again before we move. They want to get into section C. They want to turn on the life support as well. 3 and an A2 or 4 and a 2 here. Everything has noise right now. I mean, he can sprint into here, find out what's happening here, and use another oxygen to move into C, or go there into B as well. No, this is C. So this is B. This is B. This is C. I'm just trying to go off of what's here. So, can't close that fire. There's no way to take that, turn off that fire at the moment, unless he cautiously moves into here. Server room. Use any discovered computer from with room in the place which would be the drilling station, or gain a data token. Well, he doesn't need that at the moment. Let's secure move. If you're in a computer room or life support control room, you may use the room with if it's malfunction. Well, we don't really need that right now. So let's discard rest and chain of command. Let's put them down a little bit. Let's discard these two cards. Right? So they go into his pile. I don't have room, as you guys can see that. He's gonna move into here. So he's gonna move cautiously. We draw a card from here. It says to place a room of A, B, or C in this room. We're in section B. Finds the cooling system, which can activate the auto destruct. The room is again on fire. First, we'll do that. That's not good for us. I'll tell you that right now, guys. This is not good for us. Having this on fire is not good. Places the 2 hallways. One has a malfunction. I mean, has a noise marker. That's a 1. Coming down is a 3, and 3 has that. And it says if I move cautiously, I did. So that comes down into here. There we go. And to roll for noise is the entrance effect. Rolled a 2. Not good. So this will get triggered. Doing that right now. You found the queen. On a noise roll, queen. Activate the queen. If not, if possible, place her in the corridor. Oh no, the queen is out. The queen is out, and she is alive in the corridor. Here she is. Get her out of the bag. There she is. Ladies and gentlemen, the queen is on the board. She's in that hallway. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is horrible, horrible news for him. He has very low health. He has semi-decent low health. His oxygen is dropping. He's in a room with fire. There's no way to fix the room at the moment. He could. Oh, he has duct tape. He also has a card of duct tape. Hello. So let's discard demolition to use the duct tape. This is for fire. I'm wrong. Hello. No, we can't use this. So you can't do that. That's for fire. So we're gonna have to search. So he will search right now. So each time that you search based on the icons that are in that room. So he draws 3 cards. Another duct tape. And tools. Oh my goodness. Discard a malfunction order or open and close an accessible door. Since he has duct tape, he's going to take the tools. This is not good for him. He's also in a room of fire. At the end of his turn, he loses 1 health. Again, not good for him. And the queen is right there next to him. The room is on fire. If the queen were to come in the room, though, he's safe from one surprise attack. So that's good for him. Not good for him because he's in a room with fire. And he's in a room that could set up the auto destruction thing, which is not good for us. Combat Engineer. He's in some trouble. I mean, he's not in trouble, but discard a fire marker. He's going to want to take out that queen as much as possible. We're not going to try to fix the room at the moment. Enter an empty corridor. So we want to use tactical retreat when we're over here close to him, because we have this card. So we definitely want to use this when we get as close to him as possible. We have fast repairs, which is good for fixing that room, but we don't have to use it right now. We have explosives. If we're in a room with yellow, we can gain a grenade. We don't need that. We also have search. We also have pyrotechnics, which is good for getting rid of this fire, and tactical retreat. Now he's surrounded. So do we cautiously get out of this room? Oh, we didn't lose oxygen, did we, on that? So it drops down to 3 oxygen for him. Cool. Now back to him. We can securely move, I think, into here. If we can search it, if we can get into this room, there's one of them left. We know this is a life support room. If we get into a section here that it can draw an A, B, or C. Same thing involving A over here. If we were to go into here, and that card is searching for an A, B, or C room, we know it's A. It's the last life support room we have in A. Same thing here. If we go into here, we go into here. We're in section B. So I think we're going to have to go into here. So let's play. Let's carefully move using explosives and I guess search, right? We will carefully move into here. So we draw an exploration token. Yes, place a room of A, B, or C. It is a room of B, which gives us the life support control room. Yay! And it says here that we can turn on the oxygen here if we discard 2 cards. Also says if we're also discarding those 2 cards, that we can look at the anti-aircraft and make sure it's on or off. If it's off, that's great for us if we want to go out via the landing zone. If for some reason it's on, that's not good for us because then if we try to fly away, it should be on. It should be down here to that. Perfect. Okay. If we try to fly away from here, the anti-aircraft gun will shoot down the ship, which is not very good for us. So we want to see if this is on or off. As we go into the room, we place a secure thing here as well too. So we drop that there. Cool. That also works well. So then it says for our thing, place that. Entrance effect. Resolve a hazard. Let me come down. Resolve a hazard. Oh no, already a hazard comes into play. Oh, we have to do. Wait, let's do this first. So since we at first went into here, there is nothing on the card we saw that will make this thing happen. So on the card, this isn't there, but we will have one here and we will have one here. So let's first do that. We have a hallway going here. We have a hallway going down here. Also place a noise in this one right there. Now we can do on here, resolve the hazard. Doesn't matter what it will be. I mean, it does certainly matter. But we have a secure thing here, so they cannot hurt us. So we found the adult. An adult will come into that room, but it will not surprise attack us. Cool. So that was his first action. So we still have this gets taken away. Everything else on the card is done. Cool. Now he cannot turn on the oxygen while he has an intruder, so that cannot work. So he can shoot this thing. After shooting, skill 1 hit more. So he could shoot this thing and immediately take 2 health on it. So he will use search, and he will shoot. So he'll 1 hit more. So he spends both of these things. This thing now has health. He has those 2 damage on him. And we roll. We roll a critical hit. It's automatically destroyed. Cool, great. So those are his actions all done. He drops his oxygen right now down to 4. Now we come back to the recon. The recon is in some trouble here. He has sprint and demolition. That's all he's got left. He could run. He's leaving the room just with fire, which is what he wants to do. He's losing oxygen though. So he could come up here. So he does, because they do need, let's put all these cards up here so you guys can see that. So I don't think we're about to go into this area at the current time. So all these cards will go up here. There's that there. And that's good. Because here's the thing. They have to search all of C. So if he goes into here, which is fine, he's dealing with both of these things here. Best bet I can see is to slide up here, and chance you don't roll a 4. So he will play sprint. He goes into here. Uses the exploration card. Place a room of A, B, or C. Cool. He knows that he goes, this is a room of C. And we found the life support C in here. So in this room, it's almost the exact same thing as this. The only thing else that he could do is he can waste 2 cards to turn the hibernatorium on. So if they felt like sleeping in here, that's also fine. But since the other objective they have is to kill her, they don't want to be sleeping on here as well. They want to slay her or blow the whole thing up. So the best bet he could probably do on his secondary action is to maybe turn on. So on the card we have a hallway that will be down here. Draw that. It's A1. Okay. He did not come into the room cautiously. Then it says to close all the doors around that room. So the hypernatorium here is shut down, or he does not have access to it from here. Interesting fact. Then it says to also resolve a hazard. Where's my bag? That's way over there. Let me grab it. So there will be an intruder that's going to be in that room with him. Let's do it now. We've drawn an adult. So there's an adult in that room with him. The adult will also surprise attack him. Nothing happens, but it says to then reshuffle the intruder attack deck. I believe that also means all the cards that were also used. So we're gonna do a quick, as a person that I've also been watching has said, that we shall do a quick truffle shuffle here. Shuffle all the cards, and that's a shout out to meet me at the table. Shuffle them again using this way. And then we put the cards back, facing this way. There we go. This card go in the back. It didn't slide in there right. Cool. So now this is all set up. This is all done. The intruder does not attack him. Great. The problem is he has played sprint. I could use the oxygen here to move out of that room and maybe slide into here. The intruder will surprise attack him on the way out. So that might not be a smart play for that. Let's wait on that then. Use a backpack. Can we use our backpack when we're in combat? Yes, we can. If we're in a computer room or a life support room, we use the room, but we're in combat. So let's do this. We shall use our tactical gear tokens by discarding this. We will gain health and oxygen and ammo. Health goes up. Our ammo is now back in here, and we turn our oxygen up to 6. Great. Now that's his last 2 actions. He drops down to 5. So no more health and no more oxygen. He's all done there. Let's go back to the Combat Engineer. We still have, we still have both tactical retreat and fast repairs, but we should turn on the oxygen here. That makes the most sense. Let's turn on the oxygen here. Yay! So all the oxygen in this whole section is on. Zoom out. This whole section now has oxygen, which is, I don't know if I want to. You know what? Let's not do that because of this. If the oxygen is on here, the fire could probably spread. So what we'll do, instead of turning on the oxygen, what we'll do, so now that is off again. What we'll do is we'll check the anti-aircraft. That's what we shall do. Currently, it is active, so we will turn it to inactive. And now that we have seen it, and then just playing a co-op game, we shall make it inactive and turn it up, so at least we don't have to come back in here to check it again, even though that we know it's off. So therefore, that's off. That's cool. He's all done. His oxygen now drops down to 3 because that was his one and only action. He'll pass. Comes back to our recon. He's going to have to pass as well. So his oxygen drops from 5 now down to 4 and that's done for his turn. Now we go to the cleanup phase. Are there intruders that are on fire? No. Is there any intruder attacking a player? The answer is yes, and that's right here. Let's go to the attack card we have right here, and we found they bite him. It says if you are heavily injured, you die. Otherwise, you gain a serious wound. These cards right here, and you also gain a contamination card. Put that in his pile. And the serious wound we got is body. So during the drawing action card step, now you draw only up to 4 cards instead of 5. So this gets slid into here. The health marker now drops down to what is being called as injured, and that takes care of all of that. So all this card now shall go back. Next, we go into the event phase. In the event, so it is leaving the shell. So no intruders move. Each character that is infected with a larva, something happens, but these characters don't. Each other one, they have to shuffle they'll have to draw. Since their whole deck is empty, they'll each draw 4 cards from their deck, and then discard those cards. If there's any cards in their deck that has a contamination card, and we definitely know that he has some, then you have to check to see if the card is infected. So first, let's do the Combat Engineer, even though I know it's supposed to be him first and then them. I'm just doing this as fast as we can. Doing computer skills, search, chain of command, and fast secure. All those cards are now in his discard pile, and then he can draw up to 5 at the start of his thing. We're here. And then it says after this card, it says then shuffle the event deck. It wasn't any of that deck except for that one card. So we'll shuffle that card afterwards. Put that somewhere in this center up here. And then we'll shuffle the deck after we get done with this card. Alright, whatever. Shuffle the deck. As you see, I'm not even not looking or trying to look. So let's make that 1 card. There's our first card. 2, 3, and 4. Both of the contamination cards are drawn, which is good for him in a way, because it thins out his actual one. So let's check the infection procedure. There's a way how this works. Where's my scanner? Here we go. what you do is you follow this thing. It says to put these cards into here. If there's anything in here that says the word infected, the person is infected. I'm sure you can see that well. Doesn't look like it. I don't see anything there on the screen. Let me check this again. Nope. So that card is not infected. Now let's check this card. This one. Looks like there might be. I don't see it there, right, guys? No, they are not infected, which is great. If you find the word infected, if you find the word and the card is infected, you already have a large. Nothing happens. Otherwise, place a large. And if you don't find the word, the card is not infected, and it says to discard the cards from your hand. All 4 of these cards are in this discard. Cool, works. So at least he now knows that if those 2 cards in this deck are not infected. Cool. Let's put that there for right now. Now, and then we shuffle the event deck. Give this a good truffle shuffle. And shout out again to our friends at Meet Me at the table. I might have to do that each time now. So I'll give a good shout out to Barrett and them at Meet Me at the table. The event deck, and we're all good. Cool, that works. That goes in there. Get it in there safely. Good, sweet, cool. It all fits, all nice and snug. You see back here, there's also a place where you can put all your discarded cards as well. That's awesome. Okay, with that being said, each player. So we first move the time down to 3, and each player draws 5 cards, and this token now moves back over to him. Cool. We draw up the 5 cards. Combat Engineer has Demolition, Tactical Retreat, Fast Repairs, and Pyrotechnist and Rest. As for the Recon, they have Secure, Shoot First, and Sprint, Taking Aim, and Demolition. Cool. At least we know what each of them has. So what are we going to do with the Combat Engineer? Who's right there. Let's move this up to there. There we go. Cool. Do we turn on the life support? I think we have to here. We definitely want to help our friend up there. So let's first turn on the life support. So let's discard Tactical Retreat and Rest. We'll turn this on. I can breathe. I can breathe. Next. We're going to careful move. Yeah, I'm taking it slow right now. I want to carefully move, because I don't want the intruders to hurt us really horribly so early on. So he's going to careful move into here. And we draw the exploration token, and we're now in C. So this is good for him. So place room of A, B, or C. Cool. He's found the reactor. And that can take away all of the icons up top, including the auto destruction sequence card, and both anti-aircraft guns from anti-aircraft tokens from the game. Okay, we have hallways coming up. We have 3 hallways, 1, 2, and 3. Our first one, put that there for now, I guess, right? There we go. First one goes up this way. Goes this way. And goes right down here. It goes over here. This works because I have not seen into here. So this hallway is actually there. Cool, that works. Let me place a noise thing here in the top corridor leading up to here. That is the right way, correct? Yes, it is. Perfect. You place a thing there. I did. So we put one there. Next, you have to place 4 adults in the quarter that you went through. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I do think each time that there are intruders in the same corridor as a token where this is, this gets taken away. Those 4 guys in there. Then make a roll. Let's roll for noise. It's on the edge. I believe it rolled a 4. So on a 4, nope. All safe here. Cool. So that is now done for him on those actions. This gets put back. Okay. This gets put back. Let me come back to the recon. Now the recon is in some trouble here. His health is low. Wait, did I draw 5 cards? I did draw 5 cards. So we did this 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes back on top. Here we go. We have taking aim. We have sprint. Oh, let's come down. We have taking aim. We have sprint. We have shoot first, and secure. Well, we want to turn this on up here. Let's move this up here, actually. Right? I think that's the right play. Let's check something else real quick. Make sure my audio is working okay. I think it is, but I don't know. I mean, it sounds like it's audio out. Yep, it's all fine here. Good. Okay. He needs to shoot. He needs to shoot. He needs to turn on. He needs to turn on oxygen. So he's gonna first play taking aim. That will be his first action. Shoot a burst, and then I can re-roll that roll, and I can re-roll if I want to. That's the key. If I want to, and I must take the second roll, and then that's it. So he will shoot first. So as you shoot, first place of damage, right? Let's roll this red die. He rolls a critical hit. Dude, that's great. Perfect. That is fantastic, guys. That's a great, wonderful hit at this time where he's low, and he's hurting, and he's low on oxygen. This is great. Cool. That's fantastic. Okay. Now that's all done. Now he can turn on this thing. So he's gonna discard shoot first, and he's gonna discard sprint. So all those cards are gone to turn on the life support C. So now he can breathe. Now he has oxygen. So now we have oxygen in all of C, and all of B. We don't have A yet, but if I mean at this point they don't really have to have A on because they're way over here. So those were his actions all done, right? So now he's all done. Goes back to the Combat Engineer, right? Perfect. Combat Engineer is right here, right? Okay. He has one card left in hand. He might throw a grenade into this hallway. Try to wipe these assholes out. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's wipe these intruders out. Intruders out. Here we go. Same thing. So let's use that. Let's play this and use his grenade, and we can, if we wanted to. Oh, yeah, this is it. You can also get his oxygen back up. So let's do these at the same time because our thing says that we can use our tactical gear tokens, and that's what we have here. So he will go up on 3 on oxygen, and he's going to launch a grenade into that hallway. Cool. So guys, so each time that you burst, that's what this is. This kind of is. So you also have to roll this purple die we have here. Each time that you throw a grenade, you also add 2 damage to that result. Here we go. Can't see that. He rolled a 2 plus 2 means all of these guys are gone. He wiped them all out. That's fantastic. Cool. That works out great. Okay. So now he passes because he's currently out of action cards. He will pass. He doesn't have any action cards. But look, they both have oxygen now, so they won't lose. They won't lose the oxygen help. You know, they won't drop down on oxygen. So we just end it here, and we go into the cleanup phase, right? So are there any intruders in combat? No. Any intruders that are on fire? No. Therefore, we go to the event card. And our event card right now is damage. Every intruder in each sideways thing moves. So she will go into here because she's trying to go to the closest person, and they're both the closest. And then to place a malfunction in the room with an intruder. That's not good for us here. If we have to make sure that this gets to be okay soon, because there is an event card out there that will set up the self destruct. So we don't want that to happen. I mean, we kind of want that to happen as well, but we first want to explore all of C. Okay, so that's what that means. Each character that is in a room that doesn't have a security marker resolves a hazard. So he has one, but he does not have one. So we have to go into our bag and resolve a hazard. And our token is a larva. A larva is to have that intruder in that room. Because it's a larva, it immediately goes onto his player thing right here. He is now infected with a larva in him. So we will grab a larva and put that larva now on him. So now he has one there. And if he were to search through his infection things again, or there is that one one event card that says any persons that has a larva on their thing will automatically die. So we don't want that to happen. So all this is all set up, done. We put this back. Put this back here. This is out of play. We have our thing right here. Cool, done. But now what we have to do is what's called intruder bag development. And that's over here, down here on this sheet right here. Let's move that out of the way. So we draw that. We draw one token out of here. And we've drawn the queen. The queen says activator. Her closest target is either of them. I believe then it goes by health. Let's make sure on that ruling. Could be by health or by whoever is the first player. Queen. Queen activates. She attacks a character in the same room. She moves towards the closest character clockwise. She follows the same tree. The closest character. If there are multiple characters in the same direction, then out of them, the character activating the attack, and it wasn't because of intruder by development. If there still is a tie, then out of the possible characters, the one that is first in the order. So, since he is the first player, she moves closest with him. So now she's sliding down here. Okay. And that takes care of that. Cool. So this is now all done. Oh, he still had a card in this. Oh, he still had a card. He would have played this. He would have played this, guys. Let's back that up. He would have played this. And he would have put these two down here. He would have had that happen. So that larva isn't in there. The larva would have went back in here. So let's throw that right back in there then. But let's have it where I still drew the queen token as if it would be there. Put that up there for now. Okay. So that's done. This is on fire. This is not. Whoa, this is not working. This would be yes. So the hazard would not have happened. Okay. So this all is all done. We come back down to here. This moves over to him. Each player will now draw up to 5 cards. He has one right there. We can shuffle his whole deck. He draws up to 5 cards: explosives, pyrotechnics, fast secure, chain of command, and search. Those are his 5 cards. she draws up to 4 cards: demolition, search, and scouting, and chain of command. Oh, we also had this if we wanted to turn it on too. We didn't have to use that action. Oh. Well, it doesn't matter. I totally forgot about this card. That's another thing, guys. We have to keep an eye on what's happening. But it's fine now. I mean, so he could have went into here and searched that room. But, oh well. All right. So that's all done. So he's going to have to search in here. He's going to have to go in here and then try to search on back. So let's first place scouting, right? So he will move into here. Exploration token is place a room of the question mark type. Question room type is the pressure control room. This is a very good card because it says that we can move one intruder anywhere in the facility, which means I can move her back over to here. All right, now there are no hallways going up, down, or down, so this is a dead end here. And it says to close all doors around the room. Well, there are no doors. Make a noise roll. All we have to worry about is a 1. It is not a 1. It is a 4. That's good for him. And then take this card out of the game. Cool, that works. Oh, I forgot about the other things on the card. The room is on fire, and it's broken. The room is broken, so we cannot use that room. But on our card here, it says, I resolve these, and then for each item in your room, I could draw 1 and take 1. 3 items are phosphates, a fire extinguisher. That's pretty good. That's what we need. And tools. Well, we don't need this card because we have one. A fire extinguisher at this point in the game is huge. Or discard a fire marker, or either reinforce one adjacent empty corridor or discard a fire marker. We're going to take the fire extinguisher, but it's heavy, so we have to take this. That's rough because we did want this. We wanted this so bad. Okay. Now, we're in a very interesting thing here. Let's do chain of, so let's throw away chain of command and use the phosphates card to remove the fire from here. So I want to use that room to get her away from him. But at least we got that. So that's fine. Now we go to our Combat Engineer. And he's got her coming down his neck. We have Scouting was our other card. That's get discarded, so she has these few cards left in her hand. Okay. He could shoot at her to a massive amount of hits. he could also go into here, search that room, which is good for him because he needs to search this room. So we might have to move into here. Unless he plays fast, so secure. Force one empty entrance that leads to a room with a person with a robot. No, there's no person in that room. Discard a fire marker. No. Explosives. Discard one grenade. We don't have a grenade. If we're in a room with a yellow token to gain one grenade, we can do that to shoot at her. But we have to get into here. So let's discard both Pyrotechnics and Chain of Command to securely move into here. Let's grab that now before I have to go back into there. So we have that now. That's good. Okay. Exploration token. Place room of A, B, or C. That works. We found the nest. The problem with this card is we cannot have that there. I'm sure you guys can see that. This token cannot go into there. There is no corridor coming up or down because we first searched up here. So this room isn't, or this corridor isn't actually there. So there is no corridor going that way, so we're good. And then to close all the doors in this room. Oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, not what he wanted to see right now. This goes into his room. He's trapped in the nest right now. And make a roll for noise. Ladies and gentlemen, he's only going to worry about a 1. He rolls a hazard. Ladies and gentlemen, rolls a hazard in the nest of all places. Nest, hazard. It's a blank. Add some random adult tokens into the bag. That's a lucky draw for him right there. Here's some random adult tokens. They're going to go in there. Perfect. And I'm going to pull it up. So that was his very first action. He's got to get that door open. He cannot do it. He cannot search in the room. He cannot place any. He can't place fast secure in the room. Cannot even do explosives. He's basically trapped. Ladies and gentlemen, he's trapped. He can't shoot at the door. And he doesn't want to take an egg. He's in big trouble right here. He's gonna have to end his turn trapped in the nest. Horrible. Horrible. He can't get out. He doesn't have any other item cards to or any way to get out of there. He is trapped in there. Let's go back now to our recon. We can use the pressure control room to move the queen out of the way. That might be a smart play. You have both search and demolition if we want to use something else. Is the room a computer room? No, it's not. So we can't use. So he cannot use that. Let's use the pressure control room. Oh, it's broken. We cannot even use that. So we're going to have to use our tools. and discarding this tools to now fix that room. So that's his first action. His other action will be then to search. Draw three more of these cards from this room. Another thing of tools, the robot controller or an oxygen tank. Well, we don't need that, obviously. So that will go back. But the robot is currently off and not working. Discard a malfunction or open and close an accessible door. No, this is going back in the box. That goes back. That works. The robot, but it's broken. Discard this item to place the corresponding technical gear on an empty robot slot. Place corresponding technical gear goes on an empty robot. Oh, so you can put anything on that robot if you want. We don't really need the robot. I mean, we want the robot, but we don't have to have the robot. So we're going to take another thing of tools, I think. Put the robot control thing back. I mean, it'd be great to have the robot to move it through here, but we're at a safe place right now where he can hopefully find his way out of there. She can use this room to move her anywhere, like push her way over there. And once he gets out, he can still search around. So we're not doing that bad. All we have to search now is going to be here. We have to search here. And then if we have to come down here to see what else is down here. All rooms of the C-type. Oh, the C-type. We just got to find what we have to find a room and search for this. So if we come into here, we find that room. Great. If we don't, we have to come back into here and then find our way back around into here. There's some other thing in here. So as long as we find this, then all we have to worry about is her. It's either her or to blow the whole thing up. This, I know what in case you guys don't know. So this last room in C is the escape shuttle, where only one person can fit in there and fly out. So we have to go into here for sure. If this room is not a room of C type of room, then we have to come around back into here and then work our way back over here as best we can to find a room of C. If we can't do this, then we can't do that. We have to do this. We have to find out where this room is. If we can't find a room of where this is, then we have to come back way over here and have a room or to have a hallway over here that will create something here. But we have to be fortunate enough to find the last saved room and then concern about her. That's how that works. So this is all done. Everyone's got their cards done. So in the cleanup step, is there any rooms that are on fire? Is there any intruders on fire? No. Any intruders that are attacking us? No. Let's go to our event phase. The generator over here. Here we go. Each room with intruders going this way move. Well, she's closest to him, so she's going to come down here. She's closest to him, so she comes down this way. That's why the corridor. Each intruders in each room moves. Well, now she comes into this hallway. Now he's trapped. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. In sections with the oxygen on, place a fire marker in each room with it has the life support rooms. So this room is on fire, and now this room is also on fire. Then it says, in sections without it on, place a malfunction marker in each life support room. Well, we still haven't found it for A, so we don't have to worry about that. Then each character makes a roll for noise, and this event will be away. So our first player token is the Recon. She rolls a 3. Nope, she's fine. Now we go to the Combat Engineer. Rolls a 4. He's also fine because the only room attached to his room is A1. Okay. Bag development phase. Here we go. We're shuffling. Draw a token out of the bag. We found a blank. Trigger bag development. Add some random adult tokens to the bag. This is good for us. It's good, but it's also bad. Random adult tokens, and you go in the bag with the blank token. They all go back in, and we shuffle this up, and we're all good. Okay, now every player draws up to this marker slides down. Everyone draws up to 5 cards, or in some other cases, draws up to only 4 cards. This first marker player moves back over to him. Meantime, I'll just do this for the Recon. Recon will only draw up to only 4 cards. So what I'm going to have to do for the Recon is move that queen out of there as fast as possible. That queen's going to get in his way. He has no way out of that room at the moment, and if he does get out of the room, he has to shoot her down. Draw 4 cards. Here we go. Contamination, not good card for her. Demolition. Let's move this maybe over to here. Demolition, rest, and repairs. That is all she has for her cards. That's right there. Now for him. He draws up to 5 cards. Rest, demolition, then computer skills, tactical retreat, and fast repairs. He can use this to open that door, which is great, and he has this to blow up that door if he felt like it. So he goes first. So what he's going to do first for sure is do fast repairs to open this right up. Move that up back up to there. So he takes this thing off of there. Now he's going to shoot the queen. He's going to shoot her down. He's going to use rest, and how he's going to shoot is he's going to use half of his clip to burst at her. So whenever you shoot burst, you use this purple die, and we roll a 1. Now up top here, she has a health track. You move up on the track based on how much damage. So we go from 0 to 1. In order for her health to be down to 0, all the cards in this pile need to be gone, completely gone. every time that you roll for a critical here, you first take you take the top card from here and you flip it over and you show off what happens. Every card that you have to discard, you do not turn face up. Keep that in mind, guys. You do not turn the card face up. All right? Cool. Done. So those were his actions. He's all done for right now. Now we go back up to her or him, however you want to say, and it's now his turn. His items, keep in mind, he has the duct tape and tools. His hand also contains a contamination card. This is not good. So what he can do is take these two cards and use them to shove the queen back down into here. Or actually what he should possibly do just hold on 1 second, guys. Where's my audio? All right, guys, I'm sorry about that. I'm back. All right. So let's go back to that. There we go. What we can do, if we use this room to push her out of there, he can't shoot at her. So what he's going to do first, he's going to use rest and the duct tape to attach this to his assault rifle. So now his hand slots are down back to here. So this card is now all done. Now, he's got to do some actions, otherwise he passes. Might have to shove her out of there. That might be the right play. He's going to have to shove her out of there and let the combat guy work his way around it, I guess. So she'll use both of these two cards, shove her back into there. All he's got left is this, so he can't do that. Oh, wait a minute. We have the control room. We have... Oh, wait. Wow, I am not thinking. Hold on, guys. This is not right. I don't want to do this. Let's take this back. If you're in a room that has a computer or a license support control room, I can use that room. So I didn't need to use duct tape. Let's put that back. I'm not thinking. There we go. So we'll put that back too. So we have this right there. So we're going to have this card back over here onto his side right here. Done. Right? So that's all of his cards. Still have this and this. Cool. It's all there. So we will use this to shove her out of there. We can then do it again, I think. Wait, I'm thinking I can use both at the same time. Or is it a one-time? I think it's on. I think we use it a lot of times. Hand slots. Yep. Page 29. How lines and horizontal layout, place some heavy items on the space. Use an item, basic action, clear effect. Traits, heavy. I believe we can use this a lot of times. Same with most of the time, interaction with items one other person. It's possible using an item on another character in the same room. Let's do so. Trading. I think you can use it a lot of times. That's what I think. There's nothing in the rule. Nothing that I saw in the rules that says I can't use it a lot. Hand slots. Oh, there it goes. My friend in the other room is barking like crazy. I think we're good. I can use this anytime, a lot of the time, so I can move this thing around like crazy. Doesn't say nothing about it's not a one-time thing. So I can use this thing again and move her again, and we'll move her over there. So that might work well. So let's do that. So let's move her over there. Hi, my doggy. Leave it on. All right, then we're done. Then those are her two actions. Yeah, I can use that room anytime I want, which is great. So now he can slide out of there. Yeah. So we'll use for our Combat Engineer, we can use this now. Move into here. Roll for noise, because every time you move into a room that's already explored, you have to roll. Rolls a 2. So there's one noise marker that will go into here. Doesn't go into here because she's there. He will go again. Now he will move into this room. Let's secure move into there. Goes into there. Let's draw the exploration token. Place a room of the question mark type. He has found the technical corridor entrance. Move into any room in the facility, but if you do and an intruder attacks you, but resolve it as an adult attack. So he goes in there, This goes there along with him. The room is broken. There is one corridor that is coming down here. It's a 1. Room is broken. And there's a noise marker there. That's part of that thing. Then it says to close all doors and take this card out of the game. Now, in case you guys are wondering, because I went here first, right? Because I went here first, and it didn't say, and there was no other, right? And because there was no way out on that card to come down, when I go here, there's no hallway here, even though it says there is. There is none. Only when if you're first exploring that room, if you follow this, and there's no other corridors or rooms in the area that you were just in. So this card is all gone. Throw that away. So those were his 2 actions. Back to her. She has 2 actions. Guess what she's going to do? She's going to use this to move the queen to here. Now she is on fire. Good for us. We want her to lose health. So now what we can do, we can discard do we move her again, or we come back to the cooling system to fix that, or to turn off the fire? Let's say we move. I will lose 1 health if I move right now. Well, at this point in the game, we need to move. We could open the door from the hibernatorium using this card. So that might be the best play. Because he's going to come down to here. He needs to search that room. We need to find a way off the ship. Or off of here, but we need to blow this whole place up as well. So we need to come back. She can come back and go that way, and we can still search an A over here if we felt like it to come back, but we can't go that way. There is the escape shuttle that might be here, or come back around. So she's got to find her way out of here. I mean, we could use this again to push her into there. I believe when this says I can use the room, I still have to discard cards, I think. I don't think so, though. Doesn't say. That's a rule I have to see on. Anyway, we can push her towards the server room. Let's see. Make a move. Place a thing. Fire a burst. Melee attack. Use item. Activate the robot. Trade. That's an interesting role. I'm gonna have to ask them. I'm gonna ask a few of my friends. Find out what's going on there with that. All right. So, How are we going to do this, ladies and gentlemen? I can try to get out of there and take 1 health and going into there. Or I can just sit there. Oh, let's play rest. Let's play rest with just with this 1 card. We know it's not infected because we haven't got any other contamination cards. Remove all non-infected cards from the game. This card's out of there. Done. That was her second action. So her first was to move her to there. Okay. Back to the Combat Engineer. He doesn't have any more action cards. Now it's back to him. We can move into the life support room. Or we can just sit there. Oh, the rest was discarded. Let's do this. Let's push her into the server room. So let's push her into the server room. And well, after that we will pass as well. Done. Okay. So, are there any intruders on fire? Yes, she's on fire. Goes down to that. Any intruders in combat? No. These guys are not on fire. No, there's no other intruders. Event card. Life support failure. Here we go. Every intruder in a diagonal corridor move. So these 3 guys, they move into here. Every intruder in every room moves. So they would move into here and break or open that door. Okay. She would move to the closest person. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First player is him. So she would move into there. Flip all life support icons to off. Place a malfunction marker in every life support room. So we have to turn this back on. And both of these rooms are on fire. Which is not good for us. Oh, the queen knocked over. She's in there. Okay, that's there. Done. Place a noise marker in a corridor that does not have, in each unexplored corridor that does not have one. So 1 and 2 for sure. That has 1. That's got it. And we're all set there. That's all done there with that event phase. That event is now done. Now we go to bag development. Here we go. Our bag development, we have found an adult. An adult. Add some queen tokens to the bag. Add 2 queen tokens to the bag. So these 2 queen tokens go back in this bag. That takes care of that. Okay. Where's the other roll dice? There it is. That goes there. This comes here. This first player marker moves back to him. Move this down to 5. So now we're at 5. See that? Maybe not the best, but there you go, 5. And then we each draw up to 5 cards, or in her case, draw up to only 4 cards. So as you guys can possibly see, I'm taking this slow. I'm exploring these rooms. I'm being safe as I can. I don't want our characters here to rant to find every room and then tragically just meet their end because they went too fast. I think that's one of the tricks here. You guys have got to take it slow. You can't just go crazy searching through everything. Take it easy. It's safer to put these things all down. You know, safer to have these things down so the intruders do not attack you. So to the Combat Engineer, fast repairs, rest, fast secure, tactical retreat, and chain of command are his 5 cards. Now, the Recon only draws up to 4 cards from the deck she has already. That is Scouting, Secure, Search, and Shoot First. Cool. Okay, and she goes first. So she's got to come into that room. Let's place Scouting to move cautiously into here. When you move cautiously, let me move that up, sorry. When you move cautiously, you can put a secure thing here. You only have a max of 3. So this is your last one that she could have here. Done. Her next card is she's going to play Tools. Playing Tools by discarding Secure, I think. Discarding Secure to remove this malfunction. Now, that goes back. This goes back. She ends her turn without oxygen and on fire. So she loses 1 health, and her oxygen level that was at 4 now drops down to 3. But on her next turn, she will turn the oxygen on, so that's fine. She'll be all right. He's way over here. He doesn't have oxygen. This room is also not working. So with that being said, he wants to move into here. So let's do this. Let's first discard Rest and Chain of Command. Rest and Chain of Command to safely move to securely move into here. So draw a card from the exploration deck. Oop. That was there. Yeah, that's right. Perfect. Place a room of A, B, or C. We found it, guys. It's the escape shuttle. Yippies! So now, all the rooms of C, all the types of C rooms have been discovered. This is great. This is now over. Perfect. Now all we have to worry about is killing the queen in some way. We can handle that. So, in this hallway, let's move this out of the way. There's no room coming this way. Can't do that. There is a corridor here, and there's one going up into here. But this room is not in effect because we first went there. So all we have to do is place a room here, or place a hallway here. At the same time, I don't care about going there, but we still have to have it anyway. That goes there, and we place a noise marker in this hallway based off of what we have here on this card. So we have one there. Cool, that works. We also came into this room safely, right? So we place one down in that room. Done. Entrance effect. You place some adults. You place 2 adults in the corridor that you just went through. So here and here. This gets out of there. Okay. Place 2 adults in the corridor you pass through, then make a noise roll. So making a noise roll. It's a 2. That does not affect us because both of our corridors are A1. Cool. This is all done. So he has one more action left. He could honestly just flee right now if he felt like it. But he's going to use tactical retreat, waste half a clip from the ammo from his utility belt, and shoot at these guys right here. So use the purple die to burst. He rolls a 1. There's one intruder no longer down that hallway. That's great. Now back to our recon. Recon has these. Oh, since he also is in the room without oxygen, he loses 1 oxygen down to 5. So he's down to 5 oxygen. Oh, if I can get that working. There we go, 5. Done. That's done. She's going to use her last 2 cards to turn the oxygen back on. Now, she has no more cards left in hand, so she will also lose 1 health for being in fire. She takes 1 action and passes. That's it. All done. So that's been all handled. All done. We come back to the Combat Engineer. He's going to shoot once again using a burst die, wasting the other half of the ammo that he had from his tactical belt. Now he's guaranteed a 1. It's a 1. Cool. That's done. We had to do it in that order in case something crazy happens, but let's just do it that way. Now, he's all done in here. He doesn't have to go anywhere. He can, if he wants to, fly away. He can sit there and just fly away and let him do all the work. Let's not do that. So let's move back into here. So he will move back into there. He rolls this die. He rolls a hazard. Now, he does have a secure token in the room, so he's fine there. But we still got to resolve a hazard. Shuffle. And we draw the Queen. So since she activates, she moves to the closest person, which would be her. So she goes into here. She will lose 1 health if it comes back around to her, which is great. We want that. Because if she went back into the escape room, it's still fire for her. So she's got to come here because it's closest to her. Cool, that works. Now we go back to the recon. She's passed already. It's back to him. He will also pass it as well. So we go to the cleanup phase. Any intruders on fire? Yes. The Queen's health goes up. Cool. And the other intruders attacking? No. We go to the event phase. The event phase is no way out. All intruders with a hallway move, and every intruder in every room moves. So these guys move into here. Queen moves into there. Then place 4 adults in each non-reinforced corridor adjacent to the landing zone. So there'll be 4 adults here, here, and here. All 4 of each. There'll be 4 adults here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This gets out of there because we can't have that as well. We'll have 4 adults here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 adults in this corridor. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Done. So they're swarming me at the landing zone, so I cannot really have a safe way to really try to get out of here that way. But might be the best way out of here. Who knows? We shall see. We come back to the card, to No Way Out. Each character makes a noise roll. Now, first player is her. Rolls a 2. There's nothing in her section involving a 2. Combat Engineer rolls a 3. There's nothing in his area that is a 3. He is safe. So this is all done. Then we go to our bag development. Here we go. We've drawn the adult. Bag development adult. You place. So we place 2 queen tokens in the bag. 2 queen tokens in the bag. Done. Cool. And we just shuffle this up. And then we move this marker back over to him. Slide this from 5 down to 6. And then we each draw up to 5 cards. Combat Engineer has Pyrotechnics, Search, Computer Skills, and Demolition and Explosives. The Recon has Sprint, has 1 Contamination card, 1 Chain of Command card, and Taking Aim. Well, Combat Engineer goes first, right? The room is broken. He wants to go to the cooling system to set up the auto destruct. The queen is right there with her. This room does not have any computers, but she does have this with the life support room. I want to know what you guys think. What should we do with the combat guy? He could, frankly, his best bet is go back to the escape shuttle and get out of here. But the cooling system's got to be turned on, so he's got to turn that on first, regardless. He's going into fire with her. So maybe he has to do that. He's in a room with yellow, so he can get a grenade. He can move to the cooling system, but it's broken. So he has explosives. Pyrotechnics, discard of fire. Yeah. He moved into the reactor, get a grenade for his next turn. So let's do that. Let's play Demolition. To move into here, he rolls for noise. With a 1. On a 1, this triggers, and this triggers. So both of these guys will pop out. First batch will not attack them. Is some adults, so there will be 4 adults coming into this corridor. One comes in, tries to surprise attack him, and that will not happen. The next hallway will have the queen activate, so the queen moves into here with her. Queen attacks. Blood sense. The queen loses health, so she goes down to heavily injured, and it says if you are moving, place the attacking core, attacking intruder in this room where your movement ends, does not attack again. So all she loses is health here. You moved into there. Oh, we draw the. Yes, it was for her to move. So that's done there. We don't have to worry about that now. So he can shoot and kill this thing if he wanted to. Scorch search. Or do we move? Do we burst or do we move or do we shoot? It's a tricky situation. If we kill this thing, it'd be great. We can burst down the corridor, wipe those guys out. It's even greater. So let's shoot these guys. Let's shoot these guys down the corridor. He's gonna waste half of his clip from his auto loader belt. Shoot. Deals 3. They're all dead. Fantastic. That was his second action. He's in a room that has oxygen. But up, he does a room that has oxygen, so he's fine right there. Now it's on her. She did not want to see that queen in the room right now. So we have sprint. We have a contamination card. We have chain of command and taking aim. She's heavily injured. One attack from the queen will kill her. She turned the oxygen on. She might have to go for broke. Turn this thing on. And if she can't do it, the combat engineer will have to. She's in combat. So let's play chain of command and taking aim. Carefully move into there, or cautiously move into there. See what the queen does. The queen attacks and kills her. It's game over for her. And we see it's a tail attack. The queen. If you are injured, heavily injured, you die. So she is no longer on the planet. She is no longer alive. She is dead. But she did a great job. So she's no longer alive. All of her guns are gone. She can be resurrected, but the odds of that are going to be so slim. Oh, wait a minute! We had the secure token. The queen should not have hit her. The queen should not have hit her the first time. But the last card said if you are injured or heavily injured, you die. So she would die anyway. But one of these tokens would have been thrown back in. But she wouldn't have been attacked. Wait a minute, she wouldn't have been attacked. She would not have lose health. No. Let's go back up. I'm not reading that properly, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot about that stuff. So she would have been at injured. So this goes back. And now she would lose health. She She would drop down to heavily injured, and the queen would have followed her. That's what it would have been. Okay. That's right. That makes more sense because of the security tokens. Now she has one in there with her. Sorry about that, guys. She has one in there with her, but the queen does follow her and does not attack. Now, regardless of what we know, this is backwards. Yeah, these were the 4 cards we had. Yeah, these were discarded. So regardless of what we know, so she moved, she used chain of command and sprint to move in there, but the queen also went with her. There might just be one in there now because I did put one down, I think. So let's put that back. So she will play taking aim to shoot the queen. Go 1 health. It's a 2. The queen will lose. So drop down to 0. Queen's health card is, so to throw away 1 card, so you put it face down so you don't see what it is, and add all the queen tokens to the bag. So we get our bag, which is over there. We gotta get the bag. Here's the bag. We draw all the queen tokens of what we have. All these queen tokens, ladies and gentlemen, that's a lot. They all go in the bag. Oop, this one fell out. I'll grab it in a second. There we go. Then we shuffle it up. This is not good for us. We are in deep, deep, deep trouble. Now we go back to the Combat Engineer. He's got an intruder in front of him. Knowing how the events are going to go, there might be a chance the cooling system activates already. So the shuttle might be his best way out. So he's going to have to run. Let's run back down to the shuttle and pray to God. So we're going to use computer skills to move back into here. The intruder attacks us on the way out. It's an adult. It says to lose 1 health and gain a contamination card. Now, I'm not doing this on purposely, guys. I'm really not trying to. I'm trying to play it right the right way. But I know this is about to happen. This is going to come on eventually. This is going to have to get on fire, or something is about to happen. If he gets back into here, he could flee at the very last second. So he's not too worried about it, but he's worried about it. He's got to get out of here as fast as possible. He gains a contamination card. Takes care of that action. Now, what he can do, he's in a room that has yellow. He will play explosives to gain a grenade. You might as well take one now before it gets really, really, really bad. Done. Those are his 2 actions. Back to her. She's going to have to pass because she can't play this card to do anything. So she'll pass. She'll lose 1 health. Done. Combat Engineer. He will discard pyrotechnics. Let's move back down into here. And he'll roll. It's a 4. On a 4, there's nothing that happens here. He's safe. He will also pass. The oxygen is on, so both of them are safe there. She lost her health, so we're back now to the intruders on fire phase. All these guys are on fire right now. They all die because they all have 1 health. Okay. The queen is in a room with fire. She loses 1 health. Okay. Intruder attacks. The queen attacks our recon. It's a bite. If you're seriously injured, you die. She is seriously injured. She dies. So it didn't matter the way how it went, but I knew she was about to die as it is. So she's no longer there. She basically will just fall over for now. If he comes back to save her, that's something you could do. But right now, she's no longer here. Okay. Event phase. Here we go. Event. Scent of prey. All intruders in horizontal corridors move. So they would move up to the landing zone. That's all you would do. Then every intruder in every room moves. Well, 2 guys will go into here, and 2 guys will go into here, or not, or just no, because the closest person's going this way, and you can only have a max of 6 of them in a hallway. Resolve each noise marker adjacent to a player, and then each player makes a new noise roll. We have to. So this gets fixed. This gets taken off, and we do this. We found the queen, so she activates. She comes into this hallway and takes away this. So this is gone. This is gone. Okay. Shooter bag. Oh, he needs to roll for noise. Forgot about that. He rolls a 2. On 2, there's nothing happens here because they both have a thing of 1. All done. Now, intruder bag. We found an adult. Add some more queen tokens to the bag. Well, the only queen token we took out of the bag was the one that we had used to activate the queen, so that goes back in. Okay, that's all done there. Let me fill this back up. Okay, first player marker is with him still. Our time marker goes down to 7. Draw up to 5 cards. This gets taken away. We want the cooling system to be activated. Our 5 cards are pyrotechnics, demolition, rest, fast repairs, and tactical retreat. Okay. So, you could honestly just sit here and just pass. I would just, yeah, I just sit here and just let this card go. Let all these cards go. So he's going to pass. He's going to end his whole turn. Let's go to the intruder phase. Is any intruders on fire? No. Any intruders attacking? No. Event. Here we go. Short circuit. All intruders in every sideways corridor moves. So she moves. And every cruise in every room moves. She moves. This gets off the board. Okay. In sections with oxygen turned on, place a fire marker in each room with a malfunction marker. That would be here. So a fire marker would go there. There's nothing else that's malfunctioning. That has one already. That doesn't count. Just so you guys know, there are only four more fire tokens left. Each character without a secure marker resolves a hazard. Well, here he has one, so we're all done. Intruder bag development. Here we go. I'll shuffle this up again, just so you guys can see I'm not looking. And we draw the queen. So the queen activates. She moves into here. Draws up to 5 card, and then we move the time marker down. Okay, we move the time marker down. We're done there. He draws 5 more cards. Chain of command, explosives, computer skills, fast secure, and search. Okay. Let's search. Let's do search and fast secure at the same time. So let's do fast secure. We're gonna put these 2 more tokens down, just so he's safe. In case the queen wants to come in there and hit him, he's fine. Search. We have a health card and a red card. Our 2 cards are caffeine pills to draw 3 more cards, or a taser. And we're going to take that. It is a heavy item, which fits in our slot right there. Perfect. Perfect. So those are his first 2 actions. And then let's see what else we got. Explosives, no, it doesn't count. The self-destruct's not going to go off. I need to kill the queen quick. We can't do that right now. So we're going to play discard rest. To play military teaser. To get her out of this room. So she's going to go into this room. Then we're going to throw a grenade down the corridor. So this goes away. What do I have? Yes. No. We're going to play pyrotechnics. We're going to discard a grenade that we got from our previous turn. To deal critical hits to all intruders in the adjacent corridor. They're all dead. The queen's health goes back down to 0. We draw the top card. 0. Repel the queen. Okay, so the queen goes back now into here. So do I want to run here? I can escape not completing the objective. Or I can race down into here. I think I might just run. We're in a room with yellow and red. I mean green and. So let's search. Searching red. Searching green. Medical stapler or grenade. Grenade for sure. lay grenade to gain 1. So the one we throw away, we will get back. So put that back into our tactical belt, and then we're just going to pass. This is in there. Okay. Intruder's on fire. She's on fire. Okay. No other intruders on fire. No one's attack. Event phase. Breaking in. Each in the sideways corridors means like these corridors move. Nobody's got that. Then every intruder in the room moves. They move. He moves here. These guys all move here. And we lose the token for that. That goes away. And then discard 1 security token from each room. So this goes away. This will go away. This will go away. This will go away. Should be all of them, right? Okay. Did that one. We're good. Okay, that's all goes away. Resolve the. Oop, this was there. I believe that was there. I think. If that was there, this gets taken off the board because of them. It might have been here. Well, or I'll put it there for now. So, in each unexplored corridor. So we're going to resolve this. Now, this is where it's going to get tricky. I think the queen's going to come after us right now. Any queen tokens are going to be bad for us. It's a queen token. This gets resolved. Queen moves in with us. Surprise attack? No. Because of this. Okay, she does not attack there. Unexplored corridor up top. Then we have a blank. On our blank, we add 2 adult tokens to the bag. That saves us. It really does save us a little bit. So this has been resolved. Unexplored corridor, no. Unexplored corridor here in section B. I put those to number 4. It's an adult. So we have 2 adults going into that hallway. 2 adults here. Now for this corridor. And we have the queen. The queen will attack us. It goes away. Okay. No more surprise attack. Doesn't matter. Attack from the queen on this guy. Queen. If you're injured or heavily injured, you die. We're not. Otherwise, gain a serious wound and a contamination card. Same thing as we had before. We draw up to 4 cards at the end of our turn. And we gain a contamination card. Okay. That goes into our deck. And that's done. Queen. This is attack. This is done. And this is done. Our event there is done. Intruder bag development. Queen's going to bombard us like that, guys. I mean, this is over. There's the queen again. Activates. Attacks. Miss. Nothing happens. Reshuffle the whole deck. So all these cards get reshuffled as well. Queen doesn't hit us. Cool. Okay. I still think we're in big trouble. We're in the room with the queen. We have a grenade, but we got to get the queen out of our room. So that takes care of that. What was this atomic shotgun do? A crit. Okay, if that rolls a crit. Okay. If we shoot and we hit a crit. I'll do a quick one more triple shuffle. I think we're going to be in bad shape. The queen's too powerful. And with not losing any health on that last draw, so that's not good for us. All right, we dropped the 5 card. We did the trigger and event phase. The ship's coming like right now. The ship has landed. It will fly away unless we call it back. Odds are we're not going to call it back. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 cards because of our serious wound. We have fast secure, computer skills, fast repairs, and demolition. Not very good for us, so we have to shoot this bitch. This girl's gotta die. We can't push her out of the room, unfortunately. So let's use fast repairs to shoot the queen. Before shooting down additional hit, so it's going to be a 3. Regardless, it's going to be a 3. Where's our red die? Oh, there's a red die. And it's a 5, so no, that doesn't do anything. Now we'll do demolition. That will be a critical hit regardless. Still is a critical hit. We spent half a clip there. That's our half of ammo clip on that one's gone. So she will dealt more damage. Queen's health card. It's going to be drawing 0. Place the queen back in the pool. Oh, well, she's out of our room, and that's good. She's out of the room. She's off the board at the moment. The ship has landed right now. If I can get to the self-destruct and then race back. So what we can do right now, we'll place fast secure, 2 more secure tokens in here to keep ourselves safe. Then we'll play computer skills to use all the items on our tactical belt. This ammo is going to go onto our auto loader belt. We can't gain the health. Yeah, we'll just keep the ammo on us. We just upload the ammo, so we're good there. All right, pass. Done. So, intruders on fire. Yes, this guy over here will die. These guys are not on fire. Are there any intruders that are going to attack? No. Event phase. Event. The Queen awakens. Each corridor with a downward angle move. These guys move up here. Those are on the other side. Oh, that is just on the side. So all 6 of these guys move. Then every intruder in every room moves. These 6 come into here. These 2 go into this hallway. These 6 all come into here. They will die at the end of their turn. If the queen is alive, add all queen tokens to the bag. Okay, we get all of our queen tokens back in the bag. All queen tokens to the bag. Okay. So we have our bag. It's all of our tokens back in the bag. Place a noise marker in each unexplored room that has a without one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, one more right there. There. And we're done. That's done. Intruder bag development. If we can draw the queen here, it'd be great. And we draw the queen. If you get the queen, if not possible, add 2 larva tokens to the bag. Good. We want to see some larvas in the bag. Not the queen. The more she's not in play, the better for us, right, guys? Okay, here we go. Draw up to 5. Draw up to 4 cards. 1. The token moves down. 11. This game is going to be over soon, regardless, and I have to either leave this place or set up or make the auto destruct happen and race back to the shuttle without being hurt. So 1, 2, and 3, 4. Contamination and search. All right. So let's play chain of command to move into here. We have to roll for noise. To 2. On to 2, we have one noise marker going there. Okay. Now we have to move again. Let's discard search. Move into the reactor room. It's a 2 as well. These guys come out, and these guys come in. Well, at least one guy is in and will attack us. Trigger bag development on this one, or not trigger bag, but you know what I mean. And we draw the queen. Actually, the queen, not possible. Place her in that corridor. Queen is back into play. She's right there. And the aliens attack me. And first one, bite. If you are heavily injured, you die. I'm not. Otherwise, gain another serious wound, which is my eyes. So my shoot roll is going to be cut down. So now I'm heavily injured. Okay. And 1 contamination card goes to my discard pile. See, I'm taking a risk here because I want to get it done. I don't have that much time left here to get out of here. Now, if I move again, I might have to. I'm going to lose a health. This might be the right play, I think. Spend 1 action card and spend half a clip from your ranged weapon to move through an empty corridor. I don't have any more action cards. Let's play tactical retreat. We have to get out of here. And we'll take a point of damage in the fire. But on the way out, the alien attacks. Lose 1 health. Perfect. So all they do is lose 1 health. Now, I lose a health being in a room with fire, but I will pass. Okay. Intruders on fire. Yes, these guys all die. Okay. Next. Intruder attacks? No. Event phase. Overwhelming enemies. All intruders in each corridor, in each horizontal room going this way move. There aren't any. Then everyone in every room moves. So he moves up, she moves there, he moves there. These guys all move here. And that's done. Every hero, every person in a room without a secure token. There is a secure token here. I'm sure you guys can see it. Move up a little bit. There we go. There is one right there. If there wasn't one, I would have to resolve a hazard. So that's done. Intruder bag development. And we find ourselves with the Queen. Queen activates. She moves into this corridor right here. Okay. That's our play. Okay. All right, here we go. Draw up to 4 cards. Now here's the trick, guys. This is going to be a do or die moment for me. Pirate techniques, fast repairs, computer skills, and a contamination card. You got to set the auto self-destruct sequence right now. But we can't because the game, it'll be 5 turns. We'll wait so late. So I got to kill this queen. I have 1 grenade. All right. So our first card is going to be pyrotechnics. Discard a grenade to deal all critical hits to every intruder in an adjacent corridor, including this guy. He will die no matter what. Queen will be hit. Queen's health card is a 3. So I discard 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. I don't look, and I do not look at them. Oh boy. So she has 4 cards left. Wait, something's not right. Where's the card I just drew? Alright, I'm missing something, guys. Where's the card I just drew? I had 3 cards. I'm gonna have to cheat a little bit. Nope. I'm missing a card now. Oh, it's in front of me. Hello, it's in front of me. I place a malfunction marker in the room with the queen. Well, she's not in the room, she's in the hallway. So that doesn't count. Okay. Okay. Now, 4 cards left in her deck. I think I'm going to be a gunner, guys. Let's shoot at her. We're going to spend half a clip from our auto reload belt. She'll be dealt 2 hits. 4. And we'll do it again. Up to 4. 5. Are you kidding me? Okay. And I'm gonna have to pass. Okay. Boy, this is gonna be real rough for us guys. I don't think we can win. He doesn't have enough. Oh, that was half. That was another half of a clip. Oh, I'm rolling the wrong die, guys. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. She was at 0. We bursting down the corridor. 1, but we deal an additional hit of damage. Bursting again. That's a 1. That's a 2. Okay, so our whole clip is now wasted. We're going down in a blaze of glory, and I don't think we can win. Okay. Intruders on fire. No. I'm on fire. Oh, wait, I'm on fire. I take 1 point of damage. I've got to get out of there, otherwise I will die. And I lose 1 oxygen. Well, I'm not worried about the oxygen because we're about ready to die anyway. Intruders on fire. No. Intruders attack. No. Event phase. Reactor overheating. Now we go. Now the reactor card comes out. The one I needed so bad is now out. Basically, every intruder is going to move. She comes in, but because of the secure token, there is no effect. This guy moves up here. These guys move over here. She doesn't attack me. If there is a broken system in the cooling system, or the reactor room, there isn't. Activate the auto self-destruct and place a token in each of these rooms. Okay. I'll reshuffle the event deck. Damn it. So now we get our stuff. Now this game's going to end, and I cannot. The auto self-destruct is on. So this would go here, but be ending on 3 turns. So at turn 14 it would end, I think. I gotta get out of here somehow, and I have no health. No, this is the event deck, yeah. There's also a little shuffle. Nothing really matters. So here we go. All right, shooter back development. If there's a queen token, we automatically lose, guys, and I have a good feeling we are going to lose. So let's try this out. Probably not going to lose, but here it goes. It's the queen. She will attack us. Attack. I'm dead. That is the game, ladies and gentlemen. I died. So, this is our fun game. This is a great game. And we almost had the objective done. Glad you guys were here to watch and to hang out. To give me any other problems or things that are happening here. But as you see, this is also a hog. This takes up my whole folding table. And as you see, like right now, if I zoom this up a little bit, I'm standing over here on the back side of this, and look how much room I have here, which is really not much room at all. But I'm glad you guys were here. I'm glad you guys could watch this. I will be editing this as well to make sure there are little things that might happen that I did that were wrong. I believe I did a lot of it right. A lot of how it plays is right. I'm glad we got to accomplish at least one half of our things. But yeah, we couldn't beat the queen. As someone else has mentioned, she is a true a true fiend. She's like a major head boss that you have to take down. If you can't take her down, you have to blow it up. And I wanted to get over here, but I didn't know if I could make my way around safely with her in the way. And I waited for her here. I think I would take her out in this area, pop into here, go there, turn it on, race back, and try to be out of here in the shuttle. But that's it. This is the whole game, and it's a lot of fun. Please be aware, I will be playing a 5-player live in-person game with some friends and family. We have it set up for, as of right now, it's going to be on Sunday the 11th. I recommend you guys watch, recommend you guys sign up and like and enjoy, because it's going to be a lot of fun. So once again, if you enjoy all this content and you want me to do some more content, send me a like, send me and subscribe, leave a comment, please. I want to hear comments. Anyway, this is the last game of 2025. This is the game of the year, in my opinion, of 2025. This is everything you can want in any kind of a fun game. You can play both solo and with friends. You can play it all, and we're all on the same team, or you're not. The games that's in not are the best, because you don't know who's on whose side. But at the same time, you're dealing with all of the intruders that are all over. The other trick, again, I will say to you, if you see a room that has all these things around, secure the corridors. That's your best thing. Secure the corridors. Come in safely. You know, put down these security things. The more you put it down, the more the intruders, I mean, they'll come after you, but they won't hurt you as bad as if you don't. That's my one advice I will give you all. Anyway, thanks for hanging out and watching, and have a great 2026, and we'll see you then. Have a great night, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.